Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's the Llama Sir, just Sir if you want to call me that, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 10 overpowered, crazy, and sometimes funnest camping spots in all of Call of Duty. Now, before we jump into the best places that COD has given us to set up our tents, we've got to go over one quick rule for this countdown, which is no DLC maps. Now, that's just to keep it simple and fair for everyone, because not everybody has the DLC maps, and it'll just be more fun for everyone to keep it to the core Call of Duty maps that everybody knows and loves. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, let's start off with spot number 10, which is the baccarat room from MW3. If you played Infected on MW3, you'll most likely know what I'm talking about with this one. This room is a single entrance room with a perfect view of the middle road of the map. So in a regular match, all you have to do is really put a claymore facing the stairs, pull out a sniper rifle, and you're set for the rest of the game, racking up those kills. And let's not forget how if you have a buddy help you when infected, you could completely block off that room by simply having your infected buddy just stand in the doorway, blocking all his teammates, and letting you just sit on the other side of the wall, shooting through that wall, racking up the kills, and just really, it's the easiest way to get the mob. Probably the most unfair way, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Someone at Call of Duty had the genius idea of putting a one entrance room in the middle of a giant map. Now at number 9 we have the plaza roofs in Black Ops 2. Everybody should know what I'm talking about with this one because almost every single game you play on this map, there's going to be a sniper up on one of these two roofs watching over the whole middle of the map, just gunning anybody down who dares to walk out in front of them. Now, I mean, that's a pretty fair way of camping. I mean, a sniper is a long distance weapon, but if you want to take it to the unfair side of things, and sometimes the fun side, I'll admit, you can throw some bouncing betties and shock charges at the two entrances, place down your riot shield, or assault shield in Black Ops 2, and just head glitch the whole game. Nobody will ever make it up. You can rack up those kill streaks, and really, it's just an overpowered spot, and being that there's two of them on each side of the map, you can just get there easily, and it's really, it deserves the number 9 spot on this camping list. Alright, moving on to number 8 is the Warhawk room in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now this room is technically a 2-entrance room with one entrance from the stairs and another by parkouring your way up to the window, but really, you only have to really worry about the door entrance because anybody who dares to go up to the window is either going to get shot down because they're completely in the open or just completely not make it because it's a really hard jump. There's 2 jumps you have to make, well technically 3, one being really far, and just nobody's ever going to make that up, and if they do, I mean, you got to give them credit for making it up. But back to the point, you really only have to watch that doorway and you just put an ID up there, head glitch over the window or the broken window, or just go to the boxes and you'll be set, racking up those kill streaks. You won't have to worry about a thing and you're set to go. At number 7 we're going to be going back to Black Ops 2 to cover the hijacked second floor rooms. Now everybody should know what I'm talking about with this one. These are common areas of the map, but especially in Search and Destroy, they can become the most campiest parts of the map. And I'll be honest, me and my friends have used these spots quite a few times. All you really need is 2 people with assault shields, shock charges, bouncing betties, C4, all that stuff, and you can just keep this room on lockdown. Nobody will ever get up, and if you're on the defending side in Search and Destroy, not even planting the bomb will deter you. You just have one person on one side shoot their gun, and one just run through the other side, hope the team gets distracted, and you can just defuse it. And really, they're just great spots for camping. I mean, some of you don't like that, but you can't argue with it. It deserves the number. Moving on to number 6, we've got the tower on the Black Ops 1 map, Array. Now this spot is purely a sniping spot. It's way off on the side of the map, high up. You have to climb up a ladder for like 5 seconds to get up there, and it gives you this crazy view of about a fourth of the map. And that's quite a bit, considering Array is one of the biggest maps in Black Ops 1. You get to see a lot from there. And just the view you get, the amount of space you get to cover just by one person is why the spot got number 6 on this list. At the halfway point at number 5, we're going to be going to a different map in Black Ops 1, and that is the map Jungle, specifically talking about the hill in the middle of the map. Now, this spot is probably the most powerful spot on the whole map. With one entrance, all you have to do is put a claymore at the ladder, and you can just sit up there watching the whole middle of the map, the busiest part of the map. And of course, you're going to be a target if you're up there, but that hasn't stopped anybody from going up there almost every single game, and it probably never will. Coming in at number 4 is the firing range / studio tower in Black Ops 1/2. Now this spot had to compete with the Array tower spot, being that they're both the highest points on the map with only one rear entrance, but I had to give it to the firing range / studio spot simply because of how many power spots you can see from here. Not only can you watch the middle of the map, which many people will go through and run through, you can choose from 4 different buildings to watch, all of which usually have somebody running to or from them, or just inside of them camping themselves. And although you are a target up here, you're bound to get a few kills, and it's just a really great, overpowered camping spot. Now number 3, we have the terminal rooftop with the big tank from MW2/MW3. This is one of those camping spots that everybody knew, but if you knew how to use it right, you could get a ton of kills from here. Especially in MW2 with one-man army and noob tubes, something I both love and hate, you could easily get a nuke from up here. And what makes this spot so good is that it could view all 3 flags in domination from an elevated position. So if you had a one-man army and noob tubes again, and you saw that a flag was being captured, you could just pop out from behind the tank, shoot a noob tube in there, go back behind cover, and you would get like 1, 2, even 3 kills, or 4. I mean, you could do that. And I'll admit, I used this spot back in the MW2 days with one-man army, and I got a few nukes up here, so it had to be put on here because it's such a good camping spot, if that's a thing, whether or not you think that's possible. But yeah, it's just a great spot, and it's good from MW2. Now at the second best spot, we have the Highrise Rooftop from MW2. Now, you most likely know what I'm talking about with this one. It was a pretty common spot back in the MW2 days, but basically to get up to it, it was really complicated. You could get easily shot down because you had to jump onto an invisible ladder, run on the outside of the building completely in the open, then go up another floor and you'd get onto the top of the map with a complete view of about 2/3 of the map. You couldn't really see into some parts of the buildings, but you got an amazing view from up here. If you pop down a tactical insertion, you could just keep spawning there, sniping people down, and of course you were a target. I mean, people were always looking for you if you're up there. But either way, you could get a ton of kills up here. Sometimes get a nuke if you're able to pull it off and people weren't too revenge-like. But it's just a great spot, a nostalgic spot. Everybody loved it, and yeah, it deserved the number 2 spot, definitely. Alright, now before we get to the number 1 camping spot in all of Call of Duty, we've got to go through 3 honorable mentions. Now, the first of the 3 is the cargo room from Black Ops 2. Now, I'm talking about the room on the right side of the map, depending on what you spawn on. I mean, it could be the left side, but it's on the side, and really there's only one entrance, there's one in the window, but if you put an assault shield up here, you could head glitch that corridor, and nobody would ever get up there. Now, the second honorable mention is the Nuketown rooms. Now, everybody knows these. It's the second floor rooms on each side of the map. One main entrance, another secret one with the invisible ladder, but you could just sit up here and there's always people up here. It gives you a good view of the map, but yeah, definitely deserved honorable mention. Couldn't quite get on the list, but yeah, it deserves it anyway. And thirdly, we've got the Prison Break hill from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now this hill it's kind of open because you can get seen from a lot of spots, but if you know how to use it right, you know how to move around in the bushes and not stick out in the open too long, and also use your IDs, you could camp this spot, get a ton of good kill streaks, and yeah, just win the game, especially in free-for-all. It was fantastic, and yeah, deserved the honorable mention. Now we have the number 1 camping spot in all of Call of Duty. Now you've probably seen this coming. It's the Rust Tower from Modern Warfare 2. Now, when I did this, I didn't know the top 3 were going to be from Modern Warfare 2, but I guess they have a thing for camping and one-man army and that stuff. But anyways, I had to give the number 1 spot to the Rust Tower, simply because if you get up there, I mean, everybody's trying to get up there, but if you made it up there, put some claymores on the ladder slash ramp, you could watch literally the entire map. It was a tiny map. If you got up there and hate to say it, with one-man army and noob tubes, you could just pop your head up, noob tube, a common spot, and honestly, you could get a nuke up here. And when you didn't get to play this map often, but when you did and you got up there, it was a ton of fun. It's one of those spots you remember, and nobody really gets mad at you if you're up there because it's Rust, and it was just fantastic. It deserves the number 1 spot, no doubt. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like below, and also comment if you thought a spot should have been in the video that wasn't in the video, and also if you thought one should have been number 1, that kind of thing. I'd love to hear that. I'd love to get that feedback. And lastly, be sure to check out my Twitter account, because I'm starting to update it more often. I haven't been in the past, but now I'm going to be on that a lot more often, and as soon as I get to 100 followers, I'm going to start doing open lobbies and stuff, so I can hopefully get full lobbies of you guys and just have fun, give back a little bit, play with you guys. And other than that, I'm also going to be doing behind the scenes, updates on my videos, and other things. So be sure to check that out if you haven't. And other than that, guys, Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.